Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mary Jo. Happy New Year everyone, and happy 2016 to everyone. This is a 9 vibrational year when you add the 2, 0, 1, and 6. We closed out 2015, which added up to 8, which was a year of building on our strengths. Now we enter this 9 universal vibration for the year, and this is in tarot and in numerology, it's ending things, closing things. And for me, the number 9 is also in the physical. So it's a time of purging, letting go, closing out old dogmas and ways of thinking, changing bad habits or eliminating them. It's just a time of cleaning out, clearing out mind, body, heart, and soul, bringing everything back into balance. So I'm doing a different kind of spread for you today. I'm doing what they call a horary spread. And what I do is pull from the tarot deck the cards that correspond with today's date, January 1st. And those cards are the Devil. You would pick one major arcana court card, which would be the Queen of Pentacles, which represents Capricorn, as does the Devil, represent Capricorn, and the Three of Pentacles. These are all for today's date. Since the Sun is in Capricorn, these are the cards that would correlate to Capricorn. So when we look at this, in a general reading, we have the Devil. Now the Devil talks about self-imposed limitations. It talks about worldly and earthly pleasures. These are things in the physical, which ties into the number 9 actually very well. They tie into the physical pleasures that are here for us to enjoy without going to excesses, where that they control us. So for us, let's look at it for the year then for us. We're looking at letting go of addictions, letting go of things that control us, letting go of old ways of thinking that we aren't good enough, that we're not capable enough, that we can't do things. It's a letting go of anything that controls us, whether it could be a drug, whether it could be a person, whether it could be a way of thinking, whether it can be a government, a church, or religion, anything that we believe is in control of us. We have to relinquish those ways of thinking to know that we are just blaming it on someone or something else, because we cannot accept the fact, or will not accept the fact, that everything that's happening to us and in our lives, we attract to us. And we are the ones who are writing our life story. And we are the ones who can change our life story with the way that we think, talk, act, and feel. So with the Devil card, and this is Pan actually, when you talk about the Devil, and that was that half man, half beast, like goat-like. And he did indulge in the sensual pleasures and the physical pleasures of the world. But in the modern sense, we look at the Devil as someone to blame everything on, instead of accepting the fact that it is indeed ourselves who does all these things. Man put a blame on someone. A lot of times we can't face the hard fact and the truth. Some people say, oh, I want to know the truth about everything. Yeah, I got to know. They dig deep. But they don't really want to hear the truth about themselves. They'd rather put the blame on someone else. That's why they want to know all these things. With this card for the year, we're talking about cutting that out of our lives. Stop putting the blame on something or someone else. Own our own responsibility for everything. Whatever it is that we feel is controlling us is actually ourselves and the way that we are living our lives. And it's time to cut that out and let that go. And it ties in really well with the number 9 being in the physical and the sensual pleasures and the Capricornian energy, which is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn, remember, is the limitations, restrictions, and boundaries that we put on our lives through Saturn's energy, because they want us to work hard, learn lessons before we can move on to something else in our life. Yes, I know a lot of us feel like, geez, it's always one lesson after another. You have to take a hard look at that too. Again, stop blaming, because it is our own thought processes. So it's a time now for you to start changing the way you're thinking and start bringing back into an energy of climbing that mountain, like in the Fool's Journey, after he meets the Devil and he sees people doing all sorts of unsavory things and earthly pleasures at the foot of the mountain with this Pan goat god like Bacchus energy combined is what this energy represents. He's disgusted and can't believe it. And the Devil, or the character, this Pan Bacchus character, says, well, why? They're enjoying earthly pleasures. No one's making them. They want to do this. Some people go through it, and when they're done, they leave the scene and climb the mountain to new and greater heights. And that's a metaphor, but actually kind of a literal and figurative sense. They did walk away from these pleasures that were in control or that they experienced, and now it's time to move on. So look at it that way. All your old habits, all the old ways of thinking, all the old things you did that just don't serve your highest purpose or you're done with, it's time for you to climb that mountain. And as like a goat energy even in your spirit guide and totem, the goat climbs to new heights. He can climb that mountain, and it's easy for him to reach the top, the rockiest, roughest terrain. Think of that energy, and he or she is able to climb it. So in that sense, climb the mountain, reach newer heights, get to that apex. This is the year for you to cut out that old stuff and move forward. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is also representative of Capricorn in the Tarot. Now with this energy, male, female, okay, because we all have Capricorn in our charts. It's somewhere in some degree, but it's there. And as the aspects happen and the planets ingress through the different houses, we are affected by those things. That's why we change on a day-to-day and sometimes hourly, depending on as the planets move. So this Queen's energy is achievement through hard work and dedication. Now, some people say, well, I don't believe I have to work hard to get everything I want. That's beautiful, because you're a great manifester. And I applaud you. I wish all of us could reach that level of maturity in manifesting in our lives. But on an overall sense, remember, the Queen imbues the energies of emotion and what they represent in the Tarot. So this Queen is about earth and emotion. So she's grounded stability, financially secure. She provides, or he provides, for his family. Their joy is working hard and providing for others, being of service to others. This is a good year to look at that. What is it that you can culminate in your life right now, being service to others? And I'm not saying to have others manipulate you and doing things you don't want, but do things lovingly for other people because you enjoy them, helping others, being a kind friend, or helping a neighbor out. If you know somebody who needs someone to babysit or needs help with their car and they can't fix it and you're handy as a mechanic, doing things like that. This is again representative of physical being, all right? Capricornian energy, this is the physical, that earthly being. So that's you, that's me, that's everyone, that's everything we see and touch in the world that we desire and want in the physical plane. So there are people that may not have things and you have them. If you don't need them, give them to them, gift them to them. If you have some extra time, give it to them. If you have extra money, give it to them. This is the pleasure and the welling that we feel after we do something nice for someone. And you like it because you feel so good after you do it. You feel this inside you. Sometimes you just want to cry. That's that emotion of this Queen and that giving of service and stability. Also, as a parent, this is a person who loves to provide for their family and loved ones. And even if they work hard, whatever they do and give to their family, that is their pleasure in life, to watch them enjoy the fruits of their labor. And if it's your health, this energy really takes care of their health. This is grounding stability. This is definitely a healthy body, mind, heart, and soul. This is bringing it all together. You see the column along the side, that's grounded, strength, and stability. The pentacle in the hand, they're literally holding on to money, finances, health. If this is a student, this is saying you're maturing in your learning processes, that you're getting better at it, you're grasping better at it. Then they have the peacock there. The peacock always represents abundance, blessings, that of royalty. You have that beauty around you and surroundings. So this is a beautiful energy for all of us to look at during the year and try to embody in ourselves. And when you do that, you're teaching others too how to be of service to others, and you pay it forward. And don't do it for an obligatory feelings that you want it to come back to you tenfold. Do it because you really want to. That is when it is the most fruitful. That's a beautiful energy for all of us. Like I said, male, female. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, you're noticing these are all earth cards, earthly, physical plane. And the three is the result of, I always say, the choice that you made. The 3 is about the next step. Now here, and starting with the devil too, I mean, it's saying, and with this Queen of Pentacles, it's financial stability. Wouldn't that be freaking awesome for all of us to see it, that everyone increases in their financial stability and grounded, financially bounce back. I mean, after all the mishigas we've been through since 2008 with this whole recession and the economy, looking to a healing and financially, literally pulling money out of the air. Wouldn't that be an awesome thing to manifest into your life? So looking at it as the result of the choice you made. This could be a lot of us starting something new in a job or career or learning field. Taking on something new, like going like completely different direction. Saying, what the heck was I thinking, and changing it. And it's okay, because this is that year of cutting out what wasn't serving our highest purpose. So for students, if you realized, yeah, I really didn't enjoy what I was doing this year, January, you're changing your major or your minor. For people with their health regimens, exercise regimens, saying, well, that wasn't working for me, I'm done with the woods, I'm going into something else, starting something new with a new energy, something to get the results of. Like the 3 is the results of. You want to see new results. You're tired of the same old, same old. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're ready for something new. And with this energy, it's saying that it's going to pay off for you. That's the most important thing with this card. This is saying whatever it was you decided to change in your life, you're going to see results right away. And this is that card where I'm saying you're manifesting. You're literally pulling it from above to below in this physical plane. You see how you're literally pulling the money into your life, pulling better health into your life, pulling being able to learn quicker and better in school into your life. Pull that new job, pull that new love interest, pull that new relationship with your family that's grounded and stable. All those old things, you're changing. And if you look at things as a big picture in this, not just as the you, but look at it as we, the collective conscience, this is saying for all of us, all of humanity in this earth, this is a time of things are going to end, things are going to change, and it's, again, the old way of thinking and believing that are the truth, dogmas, traditions, it's that crumbling, unfolding, and letting it go. The things that have controlled us all this time, that we were apathetic toward and did nothing about. We just went along with it because we were distracted by all those little material things and things that provide us what we think is happiness. And it's everyone in the world being affected by that too. And it's a time of us coming into focus now and saying, hey, those things in the past didn't serve me. I'm looking for change, and I'm going to make the change. And that's collectively, like I said, a global conscience and our Mother Earth too, and our healing. And then the card that I pulled as an overall feeling and energy for this year on the non-vibrational energy is the Lover's card. Now the Lover's card is number 6. That represents Venus. This is togetherness, harmony, love, beauty, family, the home. Now let's look at it globally. Wow. Wow. Can you imagine? Well, yeah, you can imagine. Turn off those lousy things you're seeing on the news. Don't read into those things in the newspaper and the internet. Don't feed into that craziness. Imagine all the things that the world is at peace. Because, like I said, the power of your thoughts going out to the universe, collectively we can make changes just from sitting in our homes, and no one will even know what we're doing. You don't have to riot. You don't have to protest. You could sit there, meditate, and pray from wherever you are to make this change. But that 6 is that feminine energy. So we know with the feminine, it's that receptive, loving, healing energy. And a lot of you guys are probably saying, yeah, well, that's not all the women I know. I get it. It's okay. But in a general sense, we're saying that 6 has the shape of the womb, the nurturing, the loving, the healing. It comes together. Okay? It's a beautiful blending energy. Now, the Lover's card can represent meeting someone new in this life this year. For a lot of us, we're single. We've been single maybe for a long time, or maybe we've met different people and we've experienced many pleasures with them, but now we're looking for something more grounded and stable in our life. and it's time for us to go on to the next phase. We make the choice to pull literally into our life this beautiful lover. And this is not just a great friendship. This is very, very physical, sexual energy. And what's going on in the planets right now, this ties in beautifully. So anything can happen for us. And for people that are in a loving relationship, or a relationship that maybe you wish was more loving, this card talks about bringing harmony and balance back between the two of you. And that's a beautiful thing. Now, as the world, it's even on a higher vibrational frequency, is us coming together in a loving balance and harmonious energy. Again, ending that old crap that we've been going through and believing the crap that we've been fed every day of our lives growing up, from schools to doctors, politicians, church leaders. We swallow that medicine every day and we take it because we have to. We hate the taste of it, the way it feels going down, and we know it's not what we want, but we've been conditioned. It's time to break out of that conditioned sense, and it's time for us to realize all the best of us. And the Lover's card is Gemini in astrology. So that is that duality within ourselves, even not as a couple or a partnership. Two people, it could be the duality within ourselves, balancing that feminine and masculine energy, balancing heart, mind, body, soul, all the energies within us. I mean, if you look at it in any aspect, since it's a general reading, that you can apply this card to in this reading to, whether it's you, whether it's your spirituality, whether it's your job, your career, your course of study, your health, your exercise routine, your friendships, your family relationships, your job, people that you work with in the career that you work with, your employer, your employees, anything. Just apply it to, zone it into your life. That snapshot, like I talk about, of you, how this can help you in harmonious balance. You have those beautiful waters there. Now, they're not necessarily calm, but they're not rough. There's movement there. There's rippling going on there. Ooh, beautiful, sensual, excited, passionate energy. The energy streaming down on them, the light between them. You know, this is that Mercurian energy. You know, Mercury rules Gemini, and this has improved everything in our communications and everything that we're doing between each other, our daily lives, our day-to-day routines, our mundane stuff to our busy stuff. You know, this is bringing everything in harmony together. I love the golden shimmer on the water, but the purple and the fuchsia, the orange, these are the colors of the chakra, the blues, the indigo, the violet, that golden ray, the stars, your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, and then someone to be there with you, to embrace you. And like I said, this could be a lover, a man, a woman. This could be a partner, a family member, a parent. This is a balanced healing and a coming together, that there's someone there in this physical. Again, this is always about physical, all these cards, because you could be a very spiritual person and talk to spirit, but in our physical vessel, we need someone in the physical. And this is what we need. Sometimes a hug, a kiss, an embrace, someone to pat us on the back and tell us everything is going to be all right. You know, that's this kind of energy. So as a general reading for the year, that looks like it's a very beautiful energy, and it's nice to welcome in. I also picked a couple of cards from the oracles for this 9 vibration, and it's the first card I picked from our Nature's Whispers deck is Intuition, number 36, which adds up to a 9. So again, it's a physical number. It ties into the 9 vibrational frequency for our year, and this talks about trusting the feeling inside, the light inside. You see how the light radiates and emanates from her crown chakra. Okay, so this is letting in all universal energy, white light energy, healing energy, intuitive energy, psychic energy, clairaudience, clairvoyance, like I said, all the clairs that it can be. And this is trusting it more this year. That voice inside that's guiding you. Not so much that ego that I talked to you about, that little nagging, you know, like they sometimes say the devil and the angel on your shoulders. That nagging little voice that always tells you all the things that aren't best for you and about you. You need to start like flicking it off your shoulder, or give it a name of something or someone you don't like. And every time it starts talking to you, just say, shut up, so-and-so. They may make it easier to say, I'm in control, I'm driving now. Because the other voice is kind of like that light energy voice, that intuitive voice. The voice from the subconscious mind, your higher self, that is always trying to guide you without forcing you to what's best. Like I said, we make the choices, we decide what we want, we could blame it on whomever we want, it's ourselves, we made the choice. So it's a time now to trust your intuition, become more of this grounded, stable energy that's a balance between the physical and the emotional to get what's best for us in our lives, and reap the harvest of the result of the choice that we made, to trust our inner voice that's going to lead us to all these wonderful things. Beautiful life is springing forth from the head here of this maiden. And also she's part of the earth. I love that too. It ties into the earth beautifully. So it's as above, so below. And she's bringing all of this into the purple. To me is psychic energy. The blue is knowledge. The green is things fertile, robust, life, springing forth from you. And you bring it from above into this physical body and plane to enjoy. So trust that self and embellish and embrace your psychic self. We all have it. And then I also picked from the Fairy Oracle. I have the Grail Fairy, and it says fertility, the return of life, health, life cycles. This is number 25, and that's a 7. 7 is a mystical number. 7 is an earth number that really can't be explained by humanity, the way the number 7 works, even mathematically, if you look at it and break it down. But 7 is about taking control of things. And with this fairy energy, you see her holding the chalice, the cup, receptive, feminine energy that ties into our Lovers card beautifully. And the moon, receptive, feminine energy, emotions. The waters too are a little bit rippled here, not turbulent, but they're moving. So there's a stirring going on, emotional stirring going on. There's depth there. And we have that dark side of ourselves and we have that light side of us. That's our emotional balance that we face, that yin and yang. I always tell you that you need to face and embrace even the things about you that you don't like. All right? And that ties into the devil too. To make the changes that you need to ground yourself. So for a lot of people, this could be a lot of births this year. If people are looking to conceive, adopt, get surrogate, this is about life coming to you in the form of a physical life, a baby, a child. Even if it's someone you adopt that's older, this is coming for some of us. For others of us, it is about embracing our changes in our life and deepening ourselves spiritually, going with the flow of the waters of life, and really and just putting ourselves into the depths of ourselves and facing it and making big changes and harvesting with that full moon, harvesting great changes. But this is also on a basic mundane thing. It's bringing into the health aspect. Drink a lot more water. Keep purging and flushing out those toxins from our bodies to be healthier. Make sure if you're exercising, you drink a lot of water before you go to exercise. And I don't mean down 32 ounces and then exercise and throw up. I mean, just start to hydrate yourself before you exercise. And also for improving your health, hydrate yourself. Some alkaline water, do these things for yourself. A lot of us, it is immerse yourself in water. Take those salt baths. Go and relax in the water, or even anything that produces that energy, like steam, sauna, steam shower, pool, bath. Sit by the river, sit by the lake, the pond, the ocean. This is the water energy, the emotional energy. It recharges us. Water is a great conduit. Albeit salt or fresh water, it's a great conduit, and it's very peaceful for many of us. So it's a time to recharge yourself. And again, the emotions and the number 7 with the mystical, the water feeds into that beautifully. So take on that energy too. And if you don't have that energy, the water will help recharge you with that energy. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it helps you. And like I say, I wish everyone a beautiful, happy, healthy, blessed new year, that it improves. I know a lot of us are glad the old one is over, but we say that every year. And now we start with this new childlike infant energy with hopes and dreams and wishes. Good, good. And don't beat yourself up if you set yourself these goals that you don't follow through on, and you realize by the end of the month you'll let yourself down. Like I said, we all fall off the wagon. A lot of people start those diets and they have their resolutions. They set themselves up for failure because, again, that's that little ego voice that's sitting on our shoulders telling us all these unexpected expectations, unreasonable, expectations, and then they say, ha, you couldn't get it done, you failed. We all fail. Look at how many great people in lives tried over and over and over again and failed repeatedly until they made it. It's divine timing. It's the learning lesson. Don't beat yourself up. Love yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and say, I love you, and whatever your name is. Right in the eyes. See how you can do that, and how long it takes you, how many times, before you can actually do it without looking away. And when you do it, you might even just cry. This is a first step toward loving yourself in this physical. Okay, spiritually, we are beautiful souls, all of us. We just don't remember. So try and remember that you are a beautiful soul. You deserve the best. And as always, I wish you the best. I'll see you for the new moon reading and the weekly reading. And let's have a great 2016.